Over the summer of 2022, I started a Skyblock Let's Play. And now, 87 episodes, and a year and a half later, we're here. Day 1000. Or at least close to it. In these last remaining days before this massive milestone, I want to take some time to look back at everything that I've, done so far in this. Like the place where I farmed 100,000 potatoes, and the place where I placed 2,000 cakes, and the place where I died and lost all my items, and the place where I died and lost all my items, and the place where I died and lost all... I'm noticing a repetitive theme. But seriously, I think it's about time we do a true-to-form Skyblock recap. And then, celebrate Day 1000. If you didn't know, I did a, short-lived series called Skyblock Recap, where every 5 episodes I would recap what happened. I stopped after, episode 35 or something, because no one watched them. But hey, this is a big milestone, so let's see what I've done. It all began on the brand new 1.19 Skyblock map, which isn't very brand or new anymore. Well, I had the casual Skyblock start, You mine cobblestone from your cobblestone generator, and then you go and you make your island bigger and you make stone tools, and then you end the episode. Thanks for watching. No, but from here on out, we're going to see a very similar pattern. I'm going to want to do some big thing, so then I get the resources for that thing, and then I do that big thing, and then I do that over and over again, forever. So, that's Skyblock for you. I went on to make a mob spawning island, discover that there was a jungle tree island, and so I went to that jungle tree island and got no jungle saplings. So, I haven't had any for the 1,000 days since. I then wanted to find some more islands, like a mushroom biome island, a spruce island, a mangrove island, and then further on went to find a desert island, a birch island, a lot of islands. I spent some time to remake my island to make it a lot better looking, and just got some more resources from these islands. As I explored more islands like the acacia and dark oak, I was getting so many saplings, which just made me very mad that I had no jungle saplings. By this point, I decided it was time to try and spawn some passive mobs. And I quickly learned that is actually a pretty hard thing in Skyblock. It turns out I wouldn't be able to do this for a while, so you'll just have to stick around and see when I actually did succeed in doing it. I then went on to get some new stuff set up, like a sugarcane farm and a nether portal, because you start with obsidian on the map. It's an interesting choice, but it's better than having to do it the vanilla way. In the nether, I created a gold farm, which turned out to be the probably best farm in all of Skyblock. I discovered that there were islands in the nether, so I explored a soul sand island, explored a nether fortress, a basalt delta island. I've created a nether fort farm too. The nether was pretty cool. Pretty deadly though. Once I left the nether, I made myself a brand new house, because I did not want to be homeless anymore. And at this point in the series, I had completely run out of dirt to collect, which is a bit of a problem, because dirt is used for a lot of stuff, like farming, passive mob spawning, a good looking island. And so I had to find out how to get more. And thankfully, dirt duplication exists. Using gravel, bartered from piglins with the gold I got from the gold farm, I was able to create coarse dirt, which could then be, turned into dirt. Duplicating dirt by 2 times. Basically, you just multiply the amount of dirt you have by 2. And I would use this method extensively. I went on to remake the lower section of my island to, get some more storage space, and then tried to get some mobs to spawn. And I succeeded! I got some pigs and some chickens, which was just really great. I mean, chickens, they lay eggs, that's cool. Pigs, they're pigs. But I went on to create some hallways below my island, which I haven't used ever. I then finally, for the first time ever, made that classic Skyblock mob grinder. The one that goes up in the sky and has the square and the pillar going to the center. Yeah, I made that one. I had a bit of a problem with creepers blowing up at the bottom, but it worked fine. I then discovered that the 1.19 Skyblock map had structures. So I went to the pillager outpost, and I successfully looted it, which was really cool. Died in the process, but it was still cool. I was then able to get some sheep and cows from my grass platform that I used for mob spawning. So I had like the whole collection now. Calling it a collection is a little weird. I then went on and just duplicated dirt. And I did that even more. I needed a lot of grass on my island because it looks good. And I had an end goal of making it seem like I wasn't actually playing Skyblock from certain points on my island. Something I would consider to have succeeded at. If you look at my island now, you'll understand that. I started a farm, planted melons, pumpkins, twisted vines, weeping vines, regular vines, and continued expanding my island. I then discovered the ancient city structure, which was very stressful, but actually went off without a hitch. I looted the whole thing, got some cool stuff. It was great. Once I got back to my island, I created a brand new cobblestone generator, which was more efficient and allowed me to get more for less. I upgraded my gold farm to be able to get more, and tried to get some iron, but I failed. So then I decided I needed to get an iron farm. And to do that, I needed villagers. So I grabbed a witch from my mob farm, found some zombie villagers, had the potions get thrown on the zombie villagers, and cured them. I bred them into a trading hall, took some of them into captivity, made an iron farm, which didn't work, but, I still got some iron, and, that was quite a run-on sentence. But I got my iron farm working eventually, got some villager trades going on, and tamed some cats, or at least tried to. They disappeared. At this point, my iron farm broke again, so, that's great. But I went to the end and defeated the Ender Dragon. And I got an Elytra after dying a lot, but, that's what happens in Minecraft. At this point, I'm just going to go over a checklist of stuff I'm doing in this series. So I went back to the end, got more Elytras, and died. I fixed my iron farm, remade my nether hub, and accidentally did not make it spawn-proof. I duplicated more dirt, built a barn for my animals, went outside and touched grass, which wasn't a Skyblock thing, and then I built a brand new tree farm. I went to the woodland mansion structure, built a Technoblade memorial, began a tunnel system under my island, grinded trades with villagers, put on a fall texture pack, created a forest, made a grave for a villager which walked off the island, built a sand farm, which was a little bad, got some rockets for my Elytra. I died in between the episodes, so I had to get some new gear. I went back to the outer end to get actual gear and collected some mycelium. I went to the ocean monument structure and quote-unquote looted it. Kinda hard to do that when looting it, takes destroying the whole thing. And then I began expanding my island a lot. I built a long bridge, which eventually became the centerpiece of my island. Destroyed my old sand farm and made a new, better one. I constructed a pond in the sky, which, isn't really in the sky anymore, but it's still there. I once again died and lost all of my items in between episodes, so I had to go and grind to get my items back, or at least get new ones. At this point, thanks to my villagers and sand farms, I was able to replace my trapdoor windows with actual glass, which was a big upgrade. I duplicated dirt, built a replica of a village, duplicated lava with cauldrons and dripstone. I got some of the special Halloween mobs which only spawn on October 31st. Turned the nether fortress into a nether farm, which allowed me to get blaze rods, coal, and bones. I farmed even more sand, duplicated dirt, expanded the forest, expanded my nether hub, built a creeper farm, went to a bastion, died and lost my items again. Went back to the end to get more, built a wall around my island, sorted my chests out, returned to the end, got my old loot because it hadn't despawned, and then it snowed on my island because we have reached December 2022, meaning everything I've just said happened over a year ago. I got some wither skulls from my nether farm, summoned the wither, killed it and got a nether star and ancient debris, and built a beacon. I started focusing on a lot bigger projects from here on. So, big buildings, big farms, big topics for more views. So, I went on recreating the overworld to, work on my goal of not making it feel like Skyblock. I placed thousands of grass and moss blocks and then planted a forest on it to make it, feel like I was in a regular forest biome. Then I did some more building and died and lost all my items again. I worked on filling in some gaps with the void to, make it feel even more like the overworld. And at this point, I decided my house needed a little of an upgrade. So I went from a shack to a giant mansion which is which is only like 1/4 actually filled with stuff. It's not a great use of space. I decided to work with some more automatic farms at this point. So an automatic cactus farm, which is useless, an automatic sugarcane farm, which is very useful, and an automatic melon and pumpkin farm, which is in the middle. I built some cool exteriors from it, tamed some striders, and got some dyed sheep going. At this point, I was starting to get into the breaking the game territory. I started by creating a sand duplicator with the end portal, which has been an incredibly useful thing. It duplicates gravel, sand, concrete, any falling block. If you can, build one. It'll change your life. And then, after breaking Minecraft, I decided to break Skyblock. At this point, the world had a world border. It was just regular land, but you couldn't touch it. You would get teleported away. Using flying machines, you could send one to the border, have it grab a block, and bring it back to you. So I was able to get illegal ore blocks, like diamond ore, iron ore, just ore blocks. After using it in the overworld, I went and used it in the nether to get the gold ore blocks and the quartz ore blocks, and I think that was it. But I was able to then recreate some other biomes in the overworld, like a nether representation and an end representation. It's you see what they look like right now. I started working on automation because doing stuff manually was a bit painful. So I connected my automatic farms that I had made to a storage system. One of the best decisions I've made. I then created an automatic cobblestone generator, which was a life changer. I then used some bees around my island to create an actual bee greenhouse, which has been a really cool thing, and it's just nice to see from time to time. I then decided it was time to get some netherite. I had already gotten one ancient debris, but if I wanted more, I would have to kill a couple more withers. And by a couple, I mean a lot. So I grinded and got myself one netherite ingot, which I then used to create a netherite hoe with Curse of Vanishing on it. I made a promise that if I ever lost this hoe, the series would end. Thankfully, I haven't lost it. And if I had lost it, this video would not be happening right now. I then had the very cool opportunity of having my friend Trog, who created the Skyblock map, come visit my island and put some little Easter eggs around. Apparently, to this day, there is still one thing I haven't found. I don't know what it is, but I was able to find some cool secrets that they had put around, and it was a really fun experience. Then I released a world download of my island and let you guys, my viewers, go on a scavenger hunt around it. 3 people won, and they have cool rules in my Discord. If you want to join that, feel free to. Following all this, I went and got a lathe, built some more tunnels, built a tropical island because I went on vacation in a tropical area and wanted to recreate that. I went on a quest to get every achievement in Skyblock, which I failed. I built a skyscraper, which was a waste of time. I built a giant cactus because my YouTube friend Is Kevin told me I couldn't. I still don't know why I did that, but it was a good performing video, so I'm glad I did. And then, to get a little more somber, in order to commemorate the loss of Technoblade, I farmed 100,000 potatoes in Skyblock. It's both like a tribute to the, whole potato war thing. It was fitting because I was playing Skyblock. Still a really fun thing I did. But at this point, something big happened. 1.20 Skyblock released. So this is when 1.19 Skyblock became outdated. You know what I talked about earlier. Yeah. I got to explore trail ruins, get sniffers, just explore an infinite world because Trog added infinite generation, meaning that world border I explored for ores doesn't exist anymore. So those blocks I got are even more special now. I went on a quest for armor trims, went on a quest for full netherite, went on a quest for the silence armor trim. That was all in a row in separate videos, really farming for content here. I built a giant upscaled Skyblock island, which was a pretty cool big project. And then I followed it up by letting my viewers force me to do stuff. One of those being to cut down every tree on my island and only save 4 saplings of each. Another one being building a giant Skyblock island behind the smaller but also giant Skyblock island, which made it look even worse. And then build a portrait of Keanu Reeves, which actually turned out bad, but I like it. I decided to test my building skills and see how much better I had gotten. Turns out, not that much better. And then, to celebrate reaching 2,000 subscribers, I baked 2,000 cakes. It was an interesting endeavor. And now, we've arrived. We're back at day 996, where the episode all began. And I think there's some stuff I need to do before day 1000 hits. The main thing I have on my mind is that I want to build a fireworks display. I mean, it's the perfect way to celebrate 1,000 days in Skyblock. The thing is, I haven't crafted, like, firework rockets, like, ever in Minecraft. So I've got some figuring out to do. Thankfully, I should have most of the supplies. Like gunpowder, and that's not sugarcane. And sugarcane, which is paper. You know, I kind of need that. And, this is the time where I'm going to go do the research into how I actually craft the things. We've got 3 days left to the countdown, and I know what to do. I can use gold nuggets, feathers, diamonds, that's a expensive one, and then just, you know, some dyes, if I have any, to craft different colors and shapes and fades and everything. This is going to be the best fireworks show you've seen. So let's craft some fireworks. See you in a bit. Alright, well, here is our stash of fireworks. We've got, like, a lot of stuff here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of this. Well, actually, I do know what I'm doing with all of it. It's time to separate these all into some dispensers and set up a firework display. It's day 998 now, so, 2 days remaining. I think the best place is going to be right back here behind the potato farm. I mean, it's just fitting. It's a big open skyline. It's the potato farm and all that, you know? And I can watch it from, like, there or on my roof or anywhere, really. I do need to make dispensers and get a lot of redstone and all that, but it'll be fine. I don't think I have any excess dispensers. I probably used them all when I was making this stupid thing. But it shouldn't be that bad to craft some more. Here are the bows, here is the redstone, and here is the cobblestone. 4 dispensers coming up. I'm gonna need to make a redstone clock as well, so I think I just need to craft 2 repeaters. That's how I would do it. Well, there's 12. So I've got redstone, I've got repeaters, I've got dispensers, I've got fireworks. I just need more redstone. 1 stack is not cutting it. Let's grab some iron, trade this for emeralds, and trade that for redstone. 1.5 stacks more. That'll cut it. Who's ready to set up a fireworks display? Well, we've got a firework display, and it's fully loaded. In all of them. I'm just showing this one because I'm too lazy to block and open all 4 of them. But they're all loaded. And when I flick this lever, well, I should switch this to a button. But, you know, when the clock starts, it'll go, and then each one of them will go off on each thing. So one will go off, then another, then another, then another, and then it will loop again and again. Whoop. Don't want to die right now. So we're currently on 998. Now, I could either do the fireworks on the night of 999, or the day or night of 1000. Fireworks in the middle of the day seems a little weird, but I have an idea. The sun will be setting on this side of the island. So imagine the fireworks going off, you got shaders on, and the sun is setting. That's a really good thing. And, you know, we celebrate New Year's on New Year's Eve as it goes over to, you know, New Year's Day. So I think the night of 999, or at least the sunset of 999, is when we're going to celebrate. That does mean I have 1 day to kill, so what do I do in that 1 day? I mean, I've seen this island so much, it's not like there's anything going around that's just going to surprise me. And I've gone through, like, a pretty summarized history of the whole island in this video already. So, it's not worth really doing that. Hey, if you're still watching, you're probably here to see the fireworks by now. So, here they are. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. It started raining? The sun was setting and it started raining. You've got to be kidding me. I just waited through an entire day to, you know, see the sunset for the thing, and now I'm just gonna have to sleep through the night because it's raining. Well, I've slept, and now the rain is gone, and we're on day 1000. I just need to wait for the sun to set, and hopefully not have any rain. As I wind up to, celebrate this whole thing, it is really incredible to just look at this island and just be amazed that everything I see here, bar the trees, has been built by hand by me. And hey, I'm just incredibly grateful that all of you have been around for the ride. But look at the time. Let's see some fireworks. See the sky starting to turn orange there? That means it's time to do this. Oh, that may have been too much. Yep. Fun way to celebrate 1000 Days of Skyblock, wouldn't you say? I think I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this. I've spent way too long in this world to not, go through all the fireworks. And it's run out. Honestly, I kind of expected that to last a little bit longer. Well, that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for watching 88 episodes of Skyblock. See you for episode 89 pretty soon.